Now let us have our next illustrative problem. If in your exam you were asked to prepare worksheet and then prepare financial statement, statement of comprehensive income, and statement of financial position, what you're going to do is what we have just prepared. You have to prepare your worksheet and then you have to prepare your financial statement, the statement of comprehensive income, and statement of financial position. But what if the requirement is only you have to prepare financial statement, prepare adjusting entries from your trial balance, you have to prepare adjusting entries and prepare financial statement. Preparation of worksheet were not mentioned. It means that you have only to prepare the financial statement, because if you're going to prepare your worksheet, you might run out of time and you might not finish your exam. So that is what we're going to do now. How are we going to prepare our financial statement without preparing the worksheet? Okay, let us have our problem. The following accounts were taken from the records of Quesada Cleaners as of September 30 of the current year, the end of their fiscal year. So we have cash, we're given the trial balance. Total debits is 2,080,970 and 2,080,974, the total credits. Okay, let us have the additional information. And by the way, the requirement is prepare the adjusting entries and prepare the financial statement, the statement of income or statement of owner's equity, and statement of financial position. Okay, so let us prepare first our adjusting entries. Okay, the first one, Divina Quesada, the owner, made no investment during the year. The following information is also available. An analysis of the insurance policy showed that 3,400 is still unexpired. So, it is still unexpired. Okay. So, let us look at the trial balance for insurance policy. The account title that pertains to insurance is prepaid insurance, which means this is an asset, which means asset method were being used. So, for number 1, since asset were already reported, so what we're going to report now is the expense. So we have insurance expense. And credit, prepaid insurance. Okay, the amount that we need is expense. So the total prepaid insurance is 17,000. And it says that unexpired, still unexpired is 3,400. So, minus 3,400, which means 13,600 were already expired. And that is our expense, 13,600. Okay, number 2. An inventory of cleaning supplies amounted to 6,220 is on hand. So, we still have cleaning supplies left or unused amounting to 6,220. Let us look our trial balance. The account title in our trial balance is cleaning supplies, which means asset method were being used because cleaning supplies is an asset. So, number 2, we have debit cleaning supplies expense. We're going to record our expense and credit cleaning supplies. Again, the cleaning supplies is 36,000. 36,870. And out of that amount, 6,220 were still unused, so minus 6,220, which means 30,650 were used already. So our expense, cleaning supplies expense, 30,650. And credit, cleaning supplies, 30,650. 3650. Okay, number 3. Annual depreciation is 43,000 on building and 21,000 on delivery truck. So, number 3. Debit, depreciation expense. Credit, accumulated depreciation. Building. And credit, accumulated depreciation. Delivery truck. For depreciation expense, we can report it the total amount, but for accumulated depreciation, we have to report it separately. So for our accumulated depreciation building, that is 43,000. And for delivery truck, that is 21,000. So total is 64,000. Again, to repeat, depreciation expense, 64,000. Credit, accumulated depreciation building, 43,000. Accumulated depreciation delivery truck, 21,000. Okay, number 4. Accrued interest on mortgage payable is 5,000. So this is, since this is payable, mortgage payable, it means accrued interest is interest expense. So an adjusting entry for accrued expense. So debit, interest expense, and credit, interest payable. The amount is given, that is 5,000. Okay. Letter E. Number 5. On July 1, the company signed a contract effective immediately with Lawag General Hospital to dry clean for a fixed monthly charge of 2,000. The doctor's uniform used during surgery. The hospital paid for 4 months service in advance. That is 2,000 per month times 4, that is 8,000. Okay, so we have unearned dry cleaning reserve revenues, 8,000. So in our trial balance, the account title is unearned, which means it is a liability, and this one is liability account, which means they are using liability method. So for our adjusting entry, what we're going to record is the income, and it is on the credit side. So the debit side is debit, unearned dry cleaning revenues, and credit, dry cleaning revenues. Again, we are going to record our revenue, and the account title is dry cleaning revenue. And if we're going to record revenue, it is on the credit side. Okay, so that was on July 1. The date now is September 30. The date is September 30. So from July 1 to September 30, that is July, August, September, we have 3 months already. We have rendered, or we have served 3 months already. So it means that only 1 month is still unearned. So since what we're going to record is the revenue, which is 3 months, so it means that is 6,000. So we have 6,000. Okay, and number 6. Unrecorded plant wages totaled 9,820. So again, that is accrued expense. So we have plant wages expense and credit, plant wages payable. So how much it is? 9,820. And we have 7, number 7. Okay, number 7. Sales and delivery wages are paid on on Saturdays. The weekly payroll is 4,800. September 30 falls on Monday, and the company has a 6-day pay week. Okay, so September 30 will be paid on Saturday. September 30 is Monday, and this will be paid on Saturday. So that is as of September 30, we owe 1 day payroll to our employees. So that is 4,800 is our weekly payroll. That is 6 months divided by 6 days divided by 6. So that is 800. Okay, so our entry, debit, sales and delivery wages. Wages expense. And credit, sales. Delivery wages payable. Wages payable of 800 pesos. Okay. So this is our adjusting entries. So again, the requirement is adjusting entries. We're done with this one. The second requirement is prepare financial statement, statement of income or statement of comprehensive income, and we have a statement of owner's equity and statement of financial position. So what we're going to do is we're going to post our adjusting entry direct to our trial balance. Okay, so when we prepare our financial statement, it will be easier for us to pick up the total amount. Okay, so here's the technique if we're not going to prepare our worksheet. So the first one, debit insurance expense 13,600. Take note, we do not have insurance expense in this trial balance. So we're just going to insert here in our with the expenses account. So we have, let us just insert it between the plant wages. So we have insurance expense, plant wages expense, insurance expense of 13,600. So also the amount 13,600. And credit prepaid insurance, we have prepaid insurance here 17,000. This is debit and this is credit. So again, our rule, debit credit is minus. So minus 13,600. Okay, we have cleaning supplies expense 30,650, the second adjusting entry. So again, cleaning supplies, we do not have cleaning supplies expense here, so just insert again. We have cleaning supplies expense. So we have cleaning supplies expense that is 30,650. So again, let us just put it here. 30,650. 30. This is 30. Okay, next is depreciation expense, 64,000. So, other interest. Again, we don't have depreciation expense. So, let us just insert it again. So, delivery truck expense is different from depreciation expense. So, we have depreciation expense. That is 64,000. Depreciation expense, 64,000. And credit accumulated depreciation building. We have accumulated depreciation building. It is credit. Our rule, credit and credit is plus. So we have 43,000. And we have accumulated depreciation delivery truck. Again, that is credit plus 21,000. Okay, interest expense is 5,000. We have here interest expense, 55,000. Debit interest expense, and this is debit column, so that is plus 5,000. Debit is plus. And then we have interest payable. Let us look if we have interest payable. We have accounts payable. Okay, we don't have interest payable. So let us insert it on the interest, on the payable side. So if we will not going to omit it when we prepare our financial statement. So we have interest. Okay, how much is that? That is 5,000. Interest mortgage, this one. So that is credit. So plus 5,000. Okay. Unearned dry cleaning revenue is 6,000. Debit. So we have here unearned. Okay, this is credit. And your adjusting entry is debit. So credit and debit is minus. Unearned 8,000 minus 6,000. And credit dry cleaning revenue. This is credit. Your adjusting entry is credit. So plus 6,000. Okay. Plant wages expense. We have plant wages expense of 325,600. So plant wages expense 9,000. So that is debit plus 9,820. And credit plant wages payable or we can just have wages expense, wages payable. So we can just only have one account title. Okay. So wages payable and accounts payable. Let us put here wages payable. That is 9,820. Wages payable. So 9,820. Okay. So we have 9,820. And the last entry, sales and delivery wages expense of 800. We already have here sales and delivery wages expense of, this is 181,080, 050. So plus 800. And let us just have wages payable of 800. So here wages payable plus 800. So we can only have one liability for both accrued expense. Okay, so we can now prepare our statement of comprehensive income. Okay, so for our statement of comprehensive income, again our equation, revenues minus expenses equals net income. Okay, let us put it here. So we have our Quesada Cleaners statement of comprehensive income, September 30. So revenues from our trial balance, we have two revenue account. We have dry cleaning revenue and laundry revenue. For our dry cleaning revenue, that is 601. So we have 601, 670 plus 6,000. So that is 607, 670. So from our trial balance, since we posted our adjusting entries here, we can just plus minus our amount. So again, for dry cleaning revenues, that is 601, 670 plus 6,000. So we have, that is 607,670. Okay? So 607, 670. And for our laundry revenue, we don't have any adjustment for this. So it is still the same, 186,500. So 186,500. Our total revenue is 794,170. Less operating expenses. Okay, we have insurance expense. Okay, here are our expenses. We have insurance expense of 13,600. This one, insurance expense, 13,600. So we have insurance expense, 13,600. Then we have, next is plant and wages expense. We have plant and wages expense. This time, we have an adjusting entry for that. But since we already posted it in our trial balance, so all we have to do is just add 325,600 plus 9,820. So that is 335,420. So our plant and wages expense is 335,420. Then we have sales and delivery wages expense. Sales and delivery wages expense is 181,050. We have an adjustment of 800 plus, so that is 181,050 plus 800. So that is 181,850. So we have 181,850. Then we have cleaning supplies expense. So we have cleaning supplies expense 30,650. So we have 30,650. The reason why we insert the additional account title here is for us not to forget, or so that we can include it when we prepare our financial statement. Okay, so we have cleaning supplies expense of 30,650. Then we have cleaning equipment rent expense of 30,000. We have cleaning equipment rent expense 30,000 because there's no adjustment for that. Then we have depreciation expense 64,000. We have depreciation expense 64,000. Then we have delivery truck expense of 21,870. Delivery truck expense 21,870. There is no adjustment for that. 21,870. Okay. Then we have the total of that. We have other expenses of 35,170. And the total of that, again, we're not going to include our interest expense in our operating expenses because that is not part of operating expenses. So let us check. We have 13,600 plus 335,420 plus 181,850 plus 30,600 plus 3,600 plus 64,000 plus 21,870 plus 35,170. So that is 720. Wait, 30. What is this? Cleaning supplies expense. Cleaning supplies expense is 30,650. That is 30,650. And the other one is, what is the other one? Why is it the same? Cleaning supplies, cleaning equipment rent expense. Cleaning equipment rent expense is 30,000. Okay. So this one, wait. This one is 30,000. Rent expense, this is 30,000. And this one is 30,650. 30,650. 650. Okay, let us check it again. So we have 13,600 plus 335,420 plus 181,850 plus 30,650 plus 30,000 plus 64,000 plus 21,870 plus 35,170. So that is 712,510,000. Okay. So again, so we have our total operating expenses of 712,510. Then our operating income is 81,660. That is 794,170 minus 712,510. So that is 81,660. Minus our interest expense. Our interest expense is 55,000 plus 5,000. So that is 60,000. So minus 60,000. So that is 21,660, our net income. And next is we have to prepare our statement of owner's equity. We have beginning capital for Quesada, mortgage, that is Quesada capital. That is 200, Quesada capital, 282,000. Interest payable. Okay, this should be 5,000 here. It is not Quesada. Okay, so we have interest, we have Quesada capital of 282,000. So 282,000 less Quesada withdrawal. Quesada withdrawal is 100,000. So minus 100,000, that is 182,000. Plus net income of 21,660. So that is, ending capital is 203,660. So that is 182,000 minus 21,660. That is plus pala. Okay. 182 plus 21,660. So that is 203,660,000. Okay, let us now prepare our statement of financial position. So again, our equation for statement of financial position, that is assets equals liabilities plus equity. Okay, so again, for our assets, we have current asset and we have non-current asset. Okay, so we have our total assets. Current assets. So, we have cash. Cash is 58,940. We don't have any postings here. So, it means the same. So, that is 58,950. Then, we have accounts receivable. It is still the same, 132,000. Then, we have prepaid insurance, 17,000. We have minus 13,006. So, 17,000 minus 13,600. So, we have 3,400. So, it is 3,400. We have cleaning supplies, 36,870. So, we have 36,870 minus 30,600. So, that is 6,270. So, 6,270. So, our total current assets is 201,080. Plus our non-current asset, we have land. So, land is still the same, 90,000. So, we have 90,000. Then, we have building. Building is 810,000. 810 minus accumulated depreciation building. Accumulated depreciation building is 202,202,800 plus 43,000. So, that is 245,800. 245,800. So, we have 810,000 minus 245,800. The net book value of building is 564,200. So, it is in line, aligned with 90,000, your land. Then, for our delivery truck, that is 115,000. Delivery truck is 115,000. This one. So, again, this 115,000 is not the balance of 810,000 minus 245,000. 810,000 minus 245,000 is 564,200, this one. And for our delivery truck, 115,000 minus 47,000. That is, accumulated depreciation before adjustment is 26,000 plus 21,000. So, that is 47,000. So, we have 47,000. So, again, delivery truck is 115,000 minus 47,000. that is 68,000. So, our non-current asset are land, building, and delivery truck. So, that is 90,000 plus 564,000 plus 68,000. The total non-current asset is 725,200. So, our total assets that is current of 201,080 plus non-current of 722,200. Total asset is 923,280. That is 201,080 plus 722,200. So that is 923,200. Then for our liabilities and equity, our current liability, we have accounts payable. Current liability. Accounts payable, that is 102,000. We have no adjustment for that. So 102,000. Then we have our interest payable of 5,000. We have interest payable of 5,000. Then we have unearned dry cleaning revenue. The remaining is 2,000. 8,000 minus 6,000. So that is 2,000. So, and we have wages payable. We combine the plant wages and delivery wages. So wages payable is 9,820 plus 800. So that is 10,620. Okay. So total current liability is 119,620. Again, for wages payable, that is 9,820, 9,820 plus 800. So that is 10,620. So our total current liability is 119,000. So 102 plus 5,000 plus 2,000 plus 10,620. That is 119,620. We have one non-current liability, and that is mortgage payable. So mortgage payable is always non-current. So that is 600,000. So we have 600,000. So our total liabilities, current liability of 119,620 plus mortgage payable non-current liability of 600. The total liabilities is 719,620,000. Plus Quesada capital ending, our Quesada capital ending is this one, 203,660,000. So plus 203,660,000. Our total liabilities and equity is 923,280. So 719,620 plus 203,660. So that is 280. Okay. So wait. 719,620 plus 203,660. So that is 923,280. So our total liabilities and equity is 923,280, and our total assets is also 923,280. So we have our equation: assets equals liabilities plus equity. Total assets is 923,280. Total liabilities and equity is also 923,280. Okay, for our next video, we're going to continue to finish the steps in our accounting cycle. So that is closing entries, preparation of post-closing trial balance, and reversing entry. So we have the last 3 steps in our accounting cycle. That will be our last video for this topic, for the steps in accounting cycle. Okay.